Chapter 15. Care for the Temple. A few months ago, I had lunch with a colleague in the speaking profession. As we discussed the things we did in our lives to stay focused, balanced and at our peak amid the demands of our busy schedules, he made a powerful point. "Robin," he said, "many people regularly go to a church or temple to stay grounded and centered. I'm a little different. I go to the gym, that's my temple." He added that no matter how busy he is, at 5:30 p.m. he closes his office and makes the daily pilgrimage to his gym to run a few miles on the treadmill. Nothing can stop him from taking this time to ensure his health and happiness. My friend's observation made me think of a saying of the ancient Romans that I quoted in my first book Megaliving, Mens sana in corpore sano, which is Latin for, "In a sound body rests a sound mind." It also made me realize that our bodies need to be treated like temples, and considered sacred if we hope to live life fully and completely. Regular exercise will not only improve your health, it will help you think more clearly, boost creativity and manage the relentless stress that seems to dominate our days. And research has proven that exercise will not only add life to your years, it could add years to your life. One study of 18,000 Harvard alumni found that every hour spent on exercise added 3 hours of the participants' lives. Few investments will yield a better return than time spent on physical fitness. And remember, those who don't make time for exercise must eventually make time for illness. In my own life, I have set the goal of swimming 5 times a week. There is something special about the renewing power of swimming that I cannot begin to describe. I wish I could say I achieve this goal every single week, but I can't. Yet, having such a lofty objective keeps me focused on how important staying in peak physical condition is for my overall well-being and to the quality of my life. Without fail, every workout in the swimming pool brings the same results. I feel energized, serene, balanced and happy. And my exercise sessions also bring me something that I feel is truly priceless: perspective. After my 40-minute swims, and challenges I might be struggling with seem smaller, and worries I have become trivial, and I find myself living fully in the present moment. The act of caring for my physical temple reminds me that life's greatest pleasures are often life's simplest ones. Chapter 16. Learn to be silent. William Wordsworth sagely observed, "When from our better selves we have too long been parted by the hurrying works, sick of its business, of its pleasures tired, how gracious, how benign is solitude." When was the last time you made the time to be silent and still? When was the last time you carved out a chunk of time to enjoy the power of solitude to restore, refocus and revitalize your mind, body and spirit? All of the great wisdom traditions of the world have arrived at the same conclusion: to reconnect with who you really are as a person and to come to know the glory that rests within you, you must find the time to be silent on a regular basis. Sure, you are busy. But as Thoreau said, it is not enough to be busy, so are the ants. The question is, what are you so busy about? The importance of silence makes me think about the story of an old lighthouse keeper. The man had only a limited amount of oil to keep his beacon lit so that passing ships could avoid the rocky shores. One night, a man who lived close by needed to borrow some of this precious commodity to light his home, so the lighthouse keeper gave him some of his own. Another night, a traveler begged for some oil to light his lamp so he could keep on traveling. The lighthouse keeper also complied with this request and gave him the amount he needed. The next night, the lighthouse keeper was awakened by a mother banging on his door. She prayed for some oil so that she could illuminate her home and feed her family. Again he agreed. Soon all his oil was gone and his beacon went out. Many ships ran aground and many lives were lost because the lighthouse keeper forgot to focus on his priority. He neglected his primary duty and paid a high price. Experiencing solitude, for even a few minutes a day, will keep you centered on your highest life priorities, and help you avoid the neglect that pervades the lives of so many of us. And saying that you don't have enough time to be silent on a regular basis is a lot like saying you are too busy driving to stop for gas. Eventually it will catch up with you. Chapter 17. Think about your ideal neighborhood. One of the things I have done along my quest for self-knowledge is to make a list of all the people I wished lived next door to me. These are men and women from both the past and present who I would love to be able to drop in on for a quick cup of tea every once in a while and share a laugh with from time to time. The every act of listening your ideal neighbors will connect you to many of the values and traits you respect the most in people, and in doing so, help you to discover about yourself as a person. It is also a fun way to spend 30 minutes of your life. Here are some of the people on my list. Norman Vincent Peale, the famed author of The Power of Positive Thinking. Henry David Thoreau, the great American philosopher and the author of Walden, one of my favorite books. Baltasar Gracian, the Jesuit scholar, who became one of Spain's greatest writers. Billie Holiday, the great jazz singer. Nelson Mandela, the freedom fighter. O.G. Mandino, self-help author of such classics as A Better Way to Live and University of Success. Mother Teresa, the respected humanitarian. Richard Branson, the British tycoon and adventurer. Pierre Elliott Trudeau, the colourful Canadian Prime Minister. Miles Davis, the legendary trumpeter. Muhammad Ali, the world champion boxer. Benjamin Franklin, the renowned statesman. Take a moment right now to jot down some of the people whom you wished lived on your street. Then think about the qualities that make these men and women so admirable, and how you might foster such qualities in your own life. The first step to realizing your life vision is defining it. And the first step to becoming the person you want to be is identifying the traits of the person you want to be.